So what is a high defensive block? Well, a high defensive block really means just that your team is higher up the pitch when trying to defend in order to win the ball back quickly. Now, it is a very high risk, high reward system that a lot of the top teams in European football are utilizing in order to win the ball back as close as they can to the opposition goal that they're trying to score on. On your screen is a typical example of a high block in a 4-3-3 formation. As you can see, I've chosen Liverpool against Arsenal to show you this example. The reason I picked this match is because of Liverpool's extreme ability to press Arsenal's back line in the recent match which saw Liverpool win. The 4-3-3 is a typical formation when implementing the high press due to the ability for the opponent's back line to be covered by the three forward players. So in this example, we have Sadio Mane, Roberto Firmino, and Mohamed Salah. In this diagram, we see a scenario where a player such as David Luiz or any other center back of Arsenal is containing the ball in possession. Now, Liverpool is set up in a 4-3-3 formation when the press initiates. The arrows show the movement from the forwards and the midfielders moving towards the ball to close down the space. Roberto Firmino will make sure to press the ball carrier so that he cannot pass to the other center back, and the space that is affected in the high press is highlighted in a potential green zone that I'm making up just for the sake of an example. So this is the area of the pitch that the defending team hopes to control and trap the team in possession. So Liverpool is hoping that with this defensive press, they are going to contain and win the ball back from Arsenal in this area of the pitch. Now, as you can see, I have also highlighted other zones within this diagram. The yellow zone represents the area of the pitch that the defending team is willing to give up during the high press. So for example, let's say David Luiz plays a long ball over to Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang on the left wing. That is a ball that they could potentially know is coming and that they're willing to take the risk of, because they know that if that ball goes into Aubameyang, they have the likes of Trent Alexander-Arnold and Virgil van Dijk ready to win that ball. And if not, they are going to have reinforcements from the midfield pressing him immediately, again, really making that space compact. So because the player is in possession, like I said, he'll have to get rid of the ball quickly, and it is likely that he could pass it into the yellow zone. The defending team's midfield will push forward, which will create space behind them, allowing the attacking team into that area. So again, when a team presses, they do so knowing that other spaces will open up, and this is typically planned and is called a pressing trap. So just to review that, a pressing trap is what Liverpool is implementing here by doing specific movements from the forward areas in order to control that green highlighted space. Now, as you can see, there is also a red zone on the pitch, and the red zone refers to the area of the pitch that is a danger zone due to the high block. Because Liverpool's team is shifting over and really trying to compact Arsenal into that space, it leaves a lot of space on the opposite flank for a potential long ball to be played to. Typically, because a high press intends on closing down the ball carrier quickly, this is not going to happen, but it's always a risk. It's usually advised not to utilize a high block against a team whose defenders have ability to hit accurate long balls with ease. So, for example, a team may not high press or play the high block against Liverpool. Why? Because they know Andy Robertson, Virgil van Dijk, Trent Alexander-Arnold all have amazing long ball ability to get that ball to switch the pitch. Now, even in Liverpool's case here, they did a fantastic job of pressing all match. They did extremely well. However, the goal that Arsenal did score was due to this high press failing, and the ball found the red zone, it got to the flank, and that is where Arsenal opened up Liverpool by playing around the press effectively. Again, this is a high risk, high reward system, and typically the best teams in Europe are implementing the high block because it allows them to get the ball back as close as possible to the opposition's goal. So what can they do? They can score more goals and effectively win the match.